Okay, so clearly I have the wheel off now. This is your brake disc. So actually, by the way, I'm not very well versed in cars and fixing things. I'm very much amateur. So if I'm not using the right terms, you just have to forgive me. But I figure if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're an amateur too. So hopefully you don't mind. Also, if I seem a little rushed, it's because I hate when people talk about nothing, and so I'm trying to get all the information in quickly, and so you can get all that you need to know fast. So anyway, that's obviously the brake disc. This is the brake itself. The two calipers. This brake pad, and obviously there's another one on the other side. So I'll try and point out everything that we're looking at. What we're going to end up doing is taking these two Phillips head screws out and removing this whole disc. Well, of course, we have to get the brake off first, and there are back here. Hopefully you can see them. Right there, there's a nut, and right there, there's another one. That's going to take this brake assembly off, and then we'll take this nut out, and then that'll free up the brake line, and then we'll hang this from the strut, whatever assembly up in there. Okay, so then now this is a little bit different than Parker CKY's video. His I guess this is a strut column or something, I don't know. But this actually came in two parts. So on my model, the 99, I have to remove this upper ball joint to get this loose. I also have to remove this part of the steering, not column, but the steering shaft, bar, whatever you want to call it. And so I have a second ball joint to remove here. And then the one that he talks about extensively in his video is the lower ball joint down here. And that's castle nut he talks about. There's a cotter pin. Hopefully you can see in this video. Sorry about the sun back there. And I've got that same thing going on each of these ball joints. Of course, this one doesn't have the castle nut for some reason. So anyway, this is the drive shaft right there that goes in. This actually is one continuous component all the way out to this centerpiece here, and really that spindle is connected directly to that part, and that's going to come out from your assembly. And this nut is on there so tight and everything is because that's really the only thing holding your whole wheel onto the spindle. I guess that's true. Maybe that's not true because you have to take off this stuff. Well, no, it's holding the wheel on, yeah, because everything else is stationary and this part's spinning. As you can see, I can spin that. So you can't really hear the noise that caused me to need to change the wheel bearing, but it was pretty bad. So, all right. So like I said, sorry for dragging on so long, but I'm going to take off this, hang it up here by removing those two bolts I showed you, and then this nut here that's holding the brake line sort of in a nice location. And then I guess I might as well go ahead and remove these two screws. As Parker talked about, some people have a lot of problem with these nuts, and I actually did. My other one, I had to drill out the nut or the screw and replace it with another screw that I had to get from the shop, or actually I got it from work. But anyway, I'll do that, and we'll see you on the flip side. Like I said, I'll probably dirty up this brake surface, and that's why I want the brake cleaner, so that I can clean that up later. Alright. Oh, also I'll tell you, it's about 11:15 a.m. I started this at about 10 till 11, so it's been about 25 minutes. So that's about, I'll try and give you time so you can see how long this job might take you.